welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a review on the Too Faced Foxy Neutrals makeup set. If you do want to see a review and a demo, please keep watching. If you guys have not seen my previous review on the Too Faced Unbearably Glam makeup set, I'll leave it right over here in the cards if you guys are interested. I do want to read a little bit about the Foxy Neutrals makeup set on Sephora's website. That's where I purchased mine. Each set includes an exclusive palette of 12 multi-finish eyeshadows, a highlighter, a blush duo palette, and a travel-sized mascara. These sets have you covered for any fabulous holiday look. Each smells like Christmas cookies. Purchase 2 Enchanted Beauty breakaway sets and receive both for $59 for US clients, $310 value, and $76 for Canadian clients, which is a $413 value. It goes on to say it's free of parabens. This product is also cruelty-free and gluten-free. Here's a closer look on what the packaging looks like. I love the little fox with the little necklace. It's adorable. On the back, you do have the picture of the eyeshadow, the blush and highlighter, and the mascara, and then down here you have the ingredients. So let's go ahead and open this up. As we learned from the previous packaging, it opens up like so. Here's what the inside looks like. Here's what the palette. It has the palette on this side. Whoops. Here's what the eyeshadow palette looks like. And then on the other side, we have the blush and highlighter duo, and you have the mascara. So here's the blush and highlight duo. And then here we have the mascara. Here's what the actual eyeshadow palette looks like. I love the little fox with the necklace that says Too Faced. And then on the back it tells you a little description. You have little packaging detail. Let's open this up. Here we have the little plastic film. And here we have all of the eyeshadows. The first shade is called Better Not Pout. It's so soft in the pan. I immediately am getting a cookie scent. It smells very good. The next shade is called Claws Out. The next shade is called Oh What Fun. I do want to build up the shade in Oh What Fun. Much better. The first shade in the second row is called Last Christmas. I do want to build up the shade in Last Christmas. The next shade is called Ladybelles. This is a more chunkier shadow. Let's swatch the shadow in Ladybelles again because I swatched it on top of the previous shade in Last Christmas. Ladybelles is so pretty, but I just don't like this formula. The next shade is called Ginger Snatch. That's so pigmented, wow. The first shade in the third row is called Elfed Up. I have a little bit more of the shadow in Elfed Up. The next shade is called Jingle Jangle. The shade in Jingle Jangle kind of disappeared, so I will be building it up. Much better. The last shade in the third row is called Cookie Butter. The first shade in the last row is called Chimney. The second and last shade is called Drummer Girl. Wow, that dark brown shadow is super pigmented. The last shade in the palette is called Lump of Coal. I'm going to try and squeeze the last shade on the very bottom. Wow, that black is so pigmented. Here we have all 12 shades swatched on the back of my hand. Now we're going to create a look using this palette. Before we create an eye look using this palette, I do want to dip into the blush and highlighter duo. Here's what the packaging looks like. Super cute. It does match the eyeshadow palette. And then here we have the back. Let's open this up. We have the Too Faced at the very top. I forgot to show you guys on the eyeshadow palette, it does have that as well. We have a little plastic. Here we have the blush and the highlighter. The name of the blush is called Here for the Hose. Highlighter shade is called Frostbite. That's an interesting name for the blush, Too Faced. Here's what the blush shade looks like. Here's what Frostbite looks like. I'm gonna swatch the blush and highlighter inside of my arm. It looks really pretty. Taking my clean blush brush, we're gonna dip into the shadow in Here for the Hose. Here's what the blush looks like. Using my highlighter brush, we're gonna dip into the highlighter in the shade in Frostbite. Here's what the highlighter shade in Frostbite looks like. I really do like this highlighter. I applied the highlighter on my cheeks, the bridge of my nose, and my Cupid's bow. Now we're going to create a look using this palette. Taking a fluffy crease brush, we're going to dip into the shadow in Jingle Jangle, blending the shadow in our crease, doing circular motion. I really do like how that shadow blended out in the crease. Using the same brush, we're going to dip into the shadow in Ginger Snatched, buffing that shadow right below the first shade in Jingle Jangle. Ooh, that's so pretty. Taking a smaller flat brush, we're going to dip into the shadow in Chimney, packing the shadow all over the lid. Taking my finger, we're going to dip into the shadow in Cookie Butter, applying the shade all over the lid. I'm getting a little bit of fallout. Taking a clean fluffy crease brush, blend in any harsh lines that we have. Same thing, taking my brush, blending out any harsh lines. Taking another flat clean brush, we're going to dip into the shadow in Claws Out, packing the shadow in our inner corner and taking it up to the lid. I don't want to take the shadow and Claws Out all the way to the lid, just where the lid is starting, a little bit where the center is, not covering up the shadow in Cookie Butter. Taking my finger, we're going to dip into the shadow in Ladybelles, pressing the shadow in the center. That is so pretty. Taking a clean fluffy brush, we're going to dip into the shadow in Drummer Girl, doing circular motion. I used a little plastic insert to create a little bit of a wing. I placed a little plastic insert on the side of my eyes like that, and then I just used my brush to kind of guide it, and that's how I created that little wing. I've never tried that technique before because I'm really bad at wing liner and just creating a wing, but I definitely think that's a great little trick. For mascara, I'm going to be applying the Damn Girl mascara. This came with the makeup set. I've never used this mascara from Too Faced before. I've only used their Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. The wand is a little bit bigger than the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, which I have right next to each other. You guys can see that the wand is a little bit bigger. I don't really like the bigger wand. It is a bit harder to use, but I do really like the formula. I'm going to line my lips using the e.l.f. Retro Paradise lip liner. This is the brown one. I'm going to fill it in a little bit too. For lips, I'm going to apply the Too Faced Melted Matte Liquid Lip in the shade Sugar Cookie. This liquid lip came in their holiday lip set. If you guys have not seen that video, I'll leave it right over here in the cards if you guys are interested. Here's what the final look looks like. My final thoughts on the Foxy Neutrals eyeshadow palette is that I really do like all of the shades. They're very buildable, they're blendable. There was only one shade that I really didn't like, and that was the shade in Ladybelles. It's a little bit hard to work with, but as soon as you apply it to your eyelids, it is beautiful. The mascara one was not my favorite. I'm going to stick with the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. Lastly, I really did like the blush and highlighter duo. I do want to show you guys side by side the blush and highlighter duo from the previous collection that I reviewed. Here's what both of them look like side by side. I prefer the Foxy Neutral. If you guys did enjoy this video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, please do subscribe. I will see you guys in my next video.